This is what's going on today. To the best of my abilities, I'm going to be organizing this and listing much of it for sale. If you're new here, here's what's going on. I'm currently stuck living with my narcissistic father since my mother passed away in December of 2023. He has since made it difficult, if not impossible, for me to get my stuff together, make some money, and leave, obviously, because he wants me to stay here and be his slave until he dies. He's recently asked me to help him downsize the house. By help him, I mean he wants me to do it all by myself, because he's strongly considering moving to Asia, where it's cheaper for him and he can access prostitutes. My parents were hoarders. So this is now my responsibility, whether I do it now or whether I do it when he dies. I'm the only one who's going to do it, and I may not want to do it when he dies, so I'm going to do it now. What I also plan to do while I'm doing this is to sell as much stuff as I possibly can to try to save up some money so that I can leave here. I cleaned off the desk and I just put everything into these bags for now. I'm obviously gonna have to go through them later, but right now I want to get it off and clean the desk. What do we need this for? I have to empty these drawers out, but this is going today. I'm selling it. This is mine, by the way. Bye. My stuff is in this pile and this pile, along with other stuff from the house, but everything else, so this stuff, well, except for the cargo bag and my light, this stuff, all of this, obviously, all of this, and everything in here was already in here. A lot of the furniture in this house is or was mine, such as this thing. And I'll show you a little bit of what's left that's mine. I did sell a lot of it when I was planning to move into the Sprinter a couple of years ago. And the reason that this house is full of my furniture is because every time my narcissistic parents convinced me, mostly my mother did the convincing, convinced me to give up on myself and move back home to regroup and get my stuff together so that I could get on my feet properly and save up some money and move out. It was all a lie, because as soon as I would move in, she would basically assimilate all my furniture. Well, she would convince me to come here, and then my father would assimilate my furniture mostly. Then I would have nothing, and I would have to start all over again, acquiring things that I need to live. This fridge is mine, and it's actually a good thing that it was here, because their fridge upstairs burnt out while he was on vacation, and so I had to put stuff in my fridge. All that because he refuses to fix his own house and buy new appliances for himself after like 15 years. This is mine. This TV is mine, so when you see him laid back watching TV while I'm cleaning the mess that he left for me, he's watching my TV. Those shelves are mine. This TV stand is mine. There's stuff upstairs too, like a desk and whatever else, but all that to say, most of it I've sold already. Oh, that thing's mine too. That shoe rack, that's mine. I guess I'm telling you this to show you that one of the ways that I was sabotaged from getting on my feet as an adult and being autonomous and not living under their thumb and being dependent on them was the fact that every single time I would start to make progress in life and acquire things, they would take them away from me. My original plan of taking my time to sell as much of my stuff as possible so that I would have a lighter load to transport when I leave here fell through because my father has been escalating, meaning he's been trying harder to provoke me, punish me, whatever. And so I felt the need to get all of my stuff out of here when he was gone, in case he kicks me out or I have to leave, so that I would still have access to my stuff. So I brought everything to a storage unit. I just have a little bit of stuff left. This is what is left. of what I have to bring to storage. This fabric stuff, which ideally I want to go through it before I pack it up. And this stuff, the papers, I'm going back to Walmart to get more bins for this stuff. This is the cargo bag, and I've decided I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get rid of all of this junk while I'm at it. This is part 2 of my plan to escape my narcissistic father. Part 1 was in the previous video where I accomplished a couple of these things. Since that plan, my father has started to escalate. And what I mean by that is that he's become progressively worse. He's been more passive aggressive, trying harder to provoke me into arguments, trying purposely to hurt me, trying to purposely sabotage me, that kind of thing. And so since things are progressing, I don't know how long I can safely stay here. So I've made changes to the plan to get out of here as soon as possible, which means that I might not be able to accomplish everything here. The first change is downsizing. I will no longer have the time to slowly sell my stuff. So instead, I opted out of the downsizing and I just decided to put all of my stuff into storage. Medicare card. I'm no longer doing the Medicare card because I filled out the wrong form, and then several weeks later I talked to them and they told me that I filled out the wrong form and that I have to reapply and that they have absolutely no idea how long it's going to take to get my card. And I don't want to have to wait here waiting for my card if I need to leave or if I get kicked out. And if I do leave here, I don't want my Medicare card to show up afterwards. So that's not happening anymore. Instead, we're gonna contest my ticket. As for the 2 months saved, I've decided that my tangible goal is $5,000. So the amount we have to save to accomplish this is $5,000, and we're currently at $500, which is not nothing, but we better hurry up. I'm trying to stay hopeful, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off the vehicle thing before I leave. As for secret income, I'm making money selling things from the house, my furniture, junk, and so on. But ideally, I would like to have more sources of income, and I'm currently still working on that. He had asked me to give him a copy of the receipt after I go grocery shopping. It really felt like I was being subjected to an audit. So I asked him follow-up questions. Why? What do you need it for? Do you want to make a budget? Are you poor now? And he eventually dropped it. I think that potentially he just didn't know how to answer the questions without revealing his true agenda. But either way, I no longer have to subject myself to an audit. So let's go shopping. Let me show you something real quick. There are a bunch of dishes missing. There was a pile of blue bowls that's gone. There were 2 of those white bowls missing. I'm sure there's more, but that's what's most obvious. That's the only blue bowl left because it was in my room. So he's been hoarding dishes in his room as usual, and he's leaving tomorrow. So I expect that right before he leaves, he will pile the sink full of dishes that I get to wash.
The next day.
I just wanted to show you that the sink is empty. It is Sunday morning, and he is going to be leaving later on in the day. There's that one blue bowl. Okay, that's what the dishes look like. That's what the sink looks like. Let's see what happens by the end of the day. Are you going in the front? Don't go in the front. Oh, I gotta go in the front now. Hi. Is that what you wanted? You're funny. Left the TV on. There's a pile of dishes that wasn't there this morning. Just a couple of bowls. And this little pile. So he didn't even put them in the sink this time. Just to show you, the other two are still there, but there's still a lot of bowls missing, so I guess they're still in his room. He probably knew that it would be super obvious to put them all in the sink at once. My father left again for a week, and this time he made sure that I don't have a car. The night before he left, he took the key that I had, took the car, without telling me anything or asking me if I needed the car for anything, took the car to my brother's, gave him both keys and left the car there, walked back home and told me that my brother was going to be needing the car for the entire week, which was a lie. When I asked him how I was supposed to get groceries, he was annoyed because it seems like he didn't anticipate that part of his plan. So he made arrangements with my brother to bring me the car back just long enough to purchase groceries, and then I was supposed to give back the key and the car to my brother, as if my father was making sure that I couldn't use the car for anything else. He left me here with 2 rolls of toilet paper and 5 eggs for the entire week. I also needed to get cat food because Spot is out of the food that she eats, but luckily I have some food that she hates that I'm going to have to assist feed her so that she survives the week. I'm not totally sure if this is just to punish me in some way or if it's his way of locking me in my cage while he's gone and can't monitor me. But he's also making sure that I can't get a job and can't get an income and can't leave. All right. My brother brought the car back. Let's get stuff done. I don't think my brother's actually coming back for the car. I'm pretty sure he's not, because I'm also pretty sure that he never really needed it for the whole week. And that was just a lie. So I think I have tonight and tomorrow morning to get things done, because it's Thursday evening and tomorrow my father gets back. I don't know what time he gets back. Could be any time. So I'm going to try to get stuff done tonight and to get as much as I can get done as early as possible tomorrow before he gets back. I gotta get this now because it seems to be the only thing that Spot can eat without getting an allergic reaction. I looked everywhere and these are the only 2 that I can find left. And I hope that's the wrong price, because that makes no sense, because they were $10 last time. So I'm gonna scan this to find out, but I guess lucky that there's exactly 2 left. There we go. $10. Okay, same price as last time. Thank you. We got our 2 bins. All right, I got groceries in the bins and it's already starting to get dark. So I guess that's all we're gonna manage tonight. This is pretty much everything that was left. The papers, the fabric, the stuff that was left in my room, most of it. Now I gotta get it to the storage space. At the very least, I wanna make sure I get it in the car before he gets home, which could literally be any minute now. All right, let's go to the storage unit.
Later.
We are done putting everything in the storage unit. I've decided to contest this. That's what we're doing right now. I came here to contest the ticket since this is like the only chance I'm gonna get. And they're closed on Fridays. I finally got toilet paper and a few things that I didn't get at the store the other day. I forgot to get bread again, but I'm realizing now that that's probably a good thing, because now I can use that as an excuse to leave the house on Monday, and then I can go contest my ticket. It left a nice little mess for me as usual. It's Canadian Thanksgiving and my father is gone to my brother's and they're all celebrating Thanksgiving there without me. I was not invited because I am never invited. Notice there's no cars? I'm supposed to go contest my ticket today. It is the very last day I can possibly do this. And once again, the car is gone. I noticed the car was missing last night. Nobody asked me anything. Nobody tells me anything. The car's just gone. And then I wake up this morning and I hear my father leaving for work. Isn't that a funny coincidence that every time he leaves, the car is gone now? For context, my father doesn't work every day. He's retired or semi-retired, whatever you want to call it. He generally leaves town for work 1 week or 2 weeks out of a month. Sometimes he doesn't leave at all during the month. So I had no idea that he was leaving today to work in this city. If you're wondering why it took me this long to contest the ticket, it's because I can't do anything when he's here. I fully planned on doing it when he left the last time. I didn't know that the day before he left, he was gonna make sure I had no car for the entire week. My brother brought the car back on Thursday midday and I had a migraine, so I didn't leave right away. I waited a couple hours for my head to feel better, and then I had a whole bunch of things to get done, so I pushed the ticket to the next day, figuring I could just do it early in the morning. I didn't realize that they would be closed on a weekday. So when I got there and I saw that they were closed on Fridays, I figured, okay, I'll just go on Monday. Then I realized that Monday was Canadian Thanksgiving. So I said, fine, I'll go on Tuesday. Well, Monday night, the car disappeared and went to my brother's house. Oh, hi there. I need to make an adjustment to the plan. Contesting the ticket is now no longer happening. Even though I didn't have access to a car, I still fully intended to contest the ticket. I was gonna either take a cab or walk, which would have taken me an hour there and an hour back, but I still would have done it. However, I called for information first, and I asked when the court date would be, and she said the earliest would be next spring. And you know where I'm gonna be next spring? Not fucking here, that's where. So instead, we paid it, which actually really sucks because we are no longer at $500, we're more like $150. Looking spacious. Let's list some stuff. We're making a little bit of progress in this room. I got this stuff out of here and I brought the couch out, this set here, and I'm gonna list this and hopefully somebody buys it. This big piece of junk right here, this takes up a lot of room. I think I'm gonna sell it because it's just a very large piece of junk that I need to get rid of. What is this? I don't even know if this is a functioning thing, but that would be interesting. I can sell that. I think I'll sell that too. That's a large piece of junk. I wonder if I can sell this too. Just so much junk. I would call this progress. So far, I've made about $2,000 selling junk from the basement. However, after paying for the ticket and the storage space and a few other things, I'm already down to about $1,000. So it's not my $5,000 goal, and we got to get out of here. So might have to make another adjustment to the plan. What is this? I'm on my way to go see a car that is over 300,000 kilometers on it. I won't be able to afford repairs. Guess who never went to Vietnam? I am not sure that this is the right decision. I'm really not sure what I'm doing.